the middle of a pandemic emergency, and a lot of people are worried about being ill, thinking about things that don't work right in their bodies. But in the middle of all of this, it's worth remembering and knowing some of what the Bible tells us about how well our bodies are put together. In Genesis, it says that when God had created the world, the Bible tells us that he looked at what he'd made and he saw that it was very good. We know that because of sin, things are not as they were. And so we face illness and we face things not going right. But Psalm 139, David, when he wrote it, knew something about how well the body is put together. And he says in the middle of that psalm, "For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, that I know very well." Well, I'm sitting here, I've got a coffee table in front of me, and there's some things on it that, well, they look as if they belong here. There's a mug for my tea. There's a coaster, it's even got my initial on it, so I know it's mine. That all looks in place. But I might find things on the table that don't look as if they belong here. So there's a spanner here. Well, that doesn't belong on my coffee table at all. So when I see that, I should probably think, well, I need to go and tidy that up, put it back in the toolbox where it belongs. Our bodies are a bit like that. We've got an immune system that's good at recognizing what belongs and recognizing what doesn't. It knows when what it comes across is part of us, part of our organs, our tissues, and it knows sometimes it comes across something that isn't part of us but is okay, it belongs in us, the food we eat or the healthy, helpful bacteria that live in our gut and help us to digest our food. But it also knows when it sees something that's potentially harmful, and it recognizes it, and it recognizes it so that it can deal with it, maybe get rid of the thing that's posing a risk. And it doesn't just do that. I know this is a spanner because I've seen a spanner before, so I recognize it. Well, the immune system's a bit like that too, because when it comes across something that doesn't belong, it makes a bit of an image, almost like a negative, you could say, so that it'll recognize it. If it sees the spanner again, it'll think, aha, well, that fits the image I've put into my memory. The immune system's got this memory, so it'll know when it encounters something harmful again. It'll know exactly what it is. It'll know exactly how to deal with it. It's learned and remembered. That's what they mean when they talk about us being immune to something. So in the midst of all the fears we face, it's good to be reminded that there are things that work about our bodies, things that we don't need to sit and think about, things that we don't need to notice. The immune system works without us being aware of it at all. And if we're worried about being ill, well, we need to know, we need to remember that every day we're well, every day we don't have an infection, every day we fight off an infection quickly. It's because of God's grace, because of how he has made us able to stay healthy, able to fight things off. We're fearfully and wonderfully made.